Hi there, my name is Caitlin Bandy and this is my channel BandysBooks, and today we are here to talk about some of the books that are releasing in August of 2023. I have already done a book of the month prediction video for August 2023 talking about quite a few of the new releases, but those are just the ones that I'm predicting for the book of the month. There's other books that I don't necessarily think will get selected for book of the month, but I'm still excited to read and check out. So I wanted to just go over some of those as we transition from July into August. So first up, we're going to be talking about the books releasing on August 1st. The first book I'm going to talk about is Innana by Emily H. Wilson. This currently has a 3.80 and 25 ratings on Goodreads so far. This book is a fantasy retelling of the Epic of Gilgamesh and is going to be book one in the Sumerian series. Innana is the first full-blood Anunnaki born on Earth. She's crowned the goddess of love and destined for great things, but she's born during a time of war. She's then forced into a marriage to negotiate a peace, but then she realizes that she's actually in grave danger. This sounds super interesting to me. I'm not very familiar with the Epic of Gilgamesh, so I don't know the source material for this story, but the concept as a whole sounds really interesting. I'm enjoying a lot of the retellings that have been happening lately, so I'm sure I'm going to enjoy this one too. Then we have Family Lore by Elizabeth Acevedo. This currently has a 3.84 and about 261 ratings so far. So this book is set in two separate places, in New York City and Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic, and it follows four sisters and two cousins. One of those sisters has some extraordinary powers and she kind of senses an end of life coming, and so she holds a living wake for herself. In the 3 days leading up to this living wake, secrets are going to come to life for each of the people involved, and the story is going to weave together the past and the present. Elizabeth Acevedo is a well-known author. I expect this to be pretty good. I almost put this on my book of the month selections because I think this would be a great feature, but it just was one of those ones that was kind of at the end of the list of maybes, and so I didn't leave it on there. But I've since heard that this is actually a pretty likely pick, so I was wrong there. You'll likely see it coming in your book of the month boxes. Then we have The Keeper of Hidden Books by Madeline Martin. This currently has a 4.64 and about 58 ratings on Goodreads so far. This book follows a main character named Zofia, who has always found comfort in two things: her best friend Janina and books. When Nazis take over Warsaw, Janina and books are both in danger. Zofia must fight to save her friend and her culture with the only weapon that they have: literature. This book sounds really good to me. So I love a good historical fiction. I am totally here for World War II historical fiction. I love that it's related to books and friendship. I think this is going to be a really moving read, and I'm really looking forward to getting into it. Moving forward to the 15th of August, we have The Invisible Hour by Alice Hoffman. This currently has a 3.97 and about 380 ratings on Goodreads so far. This book follows a woman named Mia Jacobs who is raised within a cult. At some point, Mia reads The Scarlet Letter and realizes that there's some very eerie similarities between Nathaniel Hawthorne's writing and her own mother's stories. Through a journey of heartbreak, love, and time, Mia must abandon the rules that she was raised with and learn that reading can transport you to other worlds. I haven't yet read anything by Alice Hoffman, although several of her books are actually on my TBR. I own a couple copies that I would like to read eventually, and this one sounds really interesting. Kind of has that like time traveler's wife vibe, and then like a little bit of a Hester vibe. There's a whole lot going on here. I'm not really sure what to think of this one. And then we're gonna jump ahead to the 22nd of August, where we have 40 Words for Love by Aisha Saeed. This currently has a 3.79 and about 36 ratings so far. Let me just start by saying the cover of this book is insanely beautiful. Probably one of the prettiest ones I've seen in a while. Like, I want to buy it just for the front of the book. This book follows two teens who have gone from being friends to growing into something a little bit more in the magical town that they've grown up in. Moonlight Bay was once a magical place full of bright colors, but then tragedy turned it gray. Yasmin and Rafe have been longtime friends, even though they come from different family groups. Rafe is from a group of refugees, and Yasmin is from Moonlight Bay originally. And as the two of them find their way from friendship to something more, the village elders begin to warn against it. So I'm familiar with Aisha Saeed's writing because I've read one of her previous books during a middle grade March, and it was a middle grade book. So I was excited to see that this book is targeted at a little bit of an older audience. I love the idea of this magical town, and it sounds like we're setting up for a group of people that are like outsiders in town, and then the group of people that are like native to the town. And that seems very representative of things that are going on around the world. So I think this is going to be a poignant book. Again, it's aesthetically really, really beautiful, and it sounds like a strong message. And then on the 24th, we have some new Greek mythology publishing with House of Odysseus by Claire North. This currently has a 4.26 and about 70 ratings so far, and this is book 2 in the Songs of Penelope series. Book 1 was Ithaca. This book follows Queen Penelope as she maintains a delicate grip on power after her husband Odysseus leaves for many, many years for the Battle of Troy. When a guilt-stricken Orestes and his sister Electra turn up fresh from murdering their mother Clytemnestra, that fragile power is threatened. As Orestes goes mad, his uncle Menelaus hungers for his throne. Penelope finds herself trapped between two mad kings on either side. This sounds so good to me. I love the Greek mythology retellings that have been going on lately. I also love that this is going to focus in on Penelope because I've read Electra's story, Orestes' story, Clytemnestra's story. Like, I've read so many different aspects of this whole situation, and so I'm really excited to see Penelope's situation and how she's going to balance these two mad kings and maintain power, what strategy she's going to employ. I think this sounds like a great read. And on the 29th of August, the much anticipated The Brothers Hawthorne by Jennifer Lynne Barnes will be releasing. This currently has a 4.38 and about 316 reviews. This is going to be book number 4 in the Inheritance game series. Brothers Grayson and Jameson are drawn into a twisted series of games on opposite sides of the globe. With the help of their brothers and the girl who inherited their grandfather's fortune, they must dig deep to decide who they want to be and what they will sacrifice to win. I really enjoyed the first 3 books in this series. It was a mix of action and puzzles and mystery. It wasn't like the most poignant read ever, but it was just something that was enjoyable and fun. So I'm anticipating another enjoyable, fun read with this book. I am actually really looking forward to getting into it. So those are a handful of the books that are releasing in August. If you'd like some more information on books releasing in August, look up here for a link to my August Book of the Month predictions. That has a whole bunch of other books that will be releasing in August, and you can add those ones to your TBR too. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up, comment down below, and let me know what book are you most excited about that's releasing in August. And if you're not already subscribed to this channel, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button down below, as well as the notification bell, so that you never miss a video, and that way we can see each other again soon. Thanks so much for joining. Bye.